we all doing? How has the week treated us all? My week was alright. Good morning, Shadow. How are you? Always a pleasure to see you. I'm trying to figure out why some of my stream element stuff is not playing nicely. Because it isn't. There are things that should be showing up that aren't, like the chat at the top of the window. I hope it's not too cold over there, but I guess it's coming into spring for you guys. So that'll be nice. First few days of spring. I imagine that hasn't changed dramatically in the first 3 days. Yeah. Well, it is England after all. Why is there always something that doesn't want to work? Okay, well now that's back. Okay, we got that back. Oops, sorry. Now let's try and fix this. That. Okay. I think everything we need. At least the important stuff. Alright, we're going to, given it's a Friday, jump into some Forza Horizon 5. I have no idea what cars I'm looking to get or anything like that. All I know is I'm looking to get 20 points. That's it. Just my driving goal. It's been weirdly, just to keep talking about tropical, it's been weirdly kind of, we're talking about the weather, it's been weirdly tropical here. Kind of humid and warm. There's a little bit of rain here and there, but not as much as you'd maybe like. Yeah, I'm not one that likes humidity. And it's frozen again. Excellent. Just talk amongst yourselves, chat. You know the drill. Every Friday. I've also just been having real internet troubles today. I don't know why. The past couple of days, actually. Like, it doesn't want to open up YouTube, for example, which is just annoying. Like, I've saved them as an individual app, and you open it up and it'd say, what is it? Unable to make connection or whatever. It's like, oh, cool. I'm glad, Wolf. I was worried. How was your abseiling in the end? Yeah, I honestly don't know why it happens or what I could do to stop it from happening. Well done. How big was the cliff? Wow, you are a braver man than me. Good on you. Alright, knock on wood. We seem to be working again. Obviously this happens after I move the fingers crossed tag from my stream. Okay. Now the Brat, that's kind of interesting. But as for what we're unlocking this week, not so much. An Audi S1 and the BMW X6. Okay, slightly underwhelming in terms of the unlocks. That's alright. Can't all be bangers. Get the new socks, obviously. Okay. That Sierra buggy just doesn't go fast. I feel like buggies in general just don't go fast, and I think it's primarily down to the gearing. B700 Evo versus Impreza. Do we know if that is a rally thing or a what's the word? Road thing. That's the other one. Come on. Get your head in the game, champ. Street scene raining. Roger. Alright. Let us take probably a Lancer or the old reliable, maybe the Hatch WRX.
Welcome back, comrade.
Let's see what we can do. Is it time to find out if you are going to rage quit the stream? You. I've still got Wolf as a viewer. I was thinking I should change that command so that depending on the PI category, like from D to X, it plays a different engine note. So like at E or D, whatever the lowest one is, I can't remember now. I give it like a really, like a 2-cylinder Citroen 2CV engine at idle, and at X class it's, I don't know, an F1 car or something. Just to kind of add a little bit more pizzazz to the command. I need to try and find some time to add to those commands, because I just haven't. Okay, so I can use that one. That one hasn't really been touched. What about the Subarus? Well, we could just take that one that's already been done. And this one hasn't, though. No, we're going to go to the Mitsubishi. Just so a bit more hipster. You know, as hipster as an Evo can be. Yep, that's an Evo, alright. Let's jump in the garage. 5954. Excuse me, 472436. Okay. What do we do if we change your gearing? Okay, you get a slightly better acceleration and launch. Let's do that. No, I mean, I don't see any Evos on the road anymore. As far as I can tell. Admittedly, I'm only really on the roads during like peak hour traffic time. And that'd hardly be peak drive your Evo to work time. Because I imagine it'll just get busted. We're going that one for that. Definitely not doing that one. Or that one. Get rid of it entirely, but that really increases everything. Let's just go the west one or that one? We get more speed out of this one, but more handling out of that one. But not by a huge amount. And you get an enormous amount of speed out of that. Let's do that. That one, because it's got a big boy exhaust pipe. That one. Don't want that. So we're going for that one. Yeah, I don't like some of these, like, I mean, admittedly it's called big country labs, right? But still, that's a bit much. It's just completely out of proportion with the car. I think if it didn't have as long a stalk to it, I don't know what you'd call it, holding it up, it wouldn't be too bad. Get the braking up a little bit more. Get that down a little bit. Get some proper wheel spacing. That's some lovely fitment on that. Just kissing the edge. Beautiful. I think we're doing alright on the handling. Let's try and... get a bit more power. And maybe... oh, can we do ejectors and ignition, sorry? Yes, we can. Alright, let's get a little bit of paint. Have you been doing it in an Excel spreadsheet, Shadow? Got tables and graphs and stuff? Wait, hold on. Okay, good. I was worried I was missing out on a wide body kit or something. I do like a nice wide body kit. Nice, Shadow, nice. I don't do them often, but I am always impressed and pleased when others do. Partake in the spreadsheet. Winning. I think that colour works quite nicely. As a result, we've got to go for some black wheels. Go for the lime green calipers. Safety car. Maybe we'll get a couple of vinyls on it. Yeah, absolutely. It's just easier when you've got it all in a spreadsheet and you can search it, order it if you want. What do we have? We've got a new waifu. Very exciting. We've got Castrol or Valvoline. We've got a lot of Valvoline. Like a lot of Valvoline. Hey, it's your boy. Look at you. Waving the flag very high. Well, we've got to get some Shadow Fox originals on here. Okay, a little bit large. We're not that big a fan of Reliance Power. Yeah, I think that's front door worthy. Get Shadow some currency for using his designs. Oh. The other thing we could do is just have them really small. So if you look closely... oh, there it is. But if you're from afar, it's like, oh, I don't see any Cerbro markings on this car. Cerbro? Yeah. No, I totally get why, and I imagine it's just easier to work on a larger canvas. Canvas, full stop. So one thing I should ask is, how do you actually go about making them? Because there's not like a Photoshop dedicated thing. I imagine you make them on a car. Like, is there a car of choice that you Also, I might actually realize part of the reason why this might be happening is because I have followed you, so it might be throwing your ones at the top. Yes, Spooderman will be making an appearance. Wolf, don't you worry. Just got to get the PEX logo in here first. Put that in the rear hind quarter. As so. Oh, we'll move it down just a touch. But I guess my question is, Shadow, where do you make it? Is it on like a white canvas, like just a digital A4 piece of paper, or is it on a car, on the side of a car that you make it? Because I've never done it myself, so I have literally no idea. So I've got Sebro. We just need to get Tsubaki and Yost. I'm assuming I'm pronouncing that one at least mildly correct. Yost can go there. And Tsubaki. Innovation. Emotion. I'm getting real old-fashioned Electronic Arts vibes from Innovation Emotion. You know, EA Games. Challenge everything. Now that is a nicely sponsored side. Now we have to move them all over here. Done. Oh, let's move Tsubaki just a touch to the left. That was sitting properly on the door. And Sebro touch to the right. That's sitting on the inside the door. And now, Spoderman. Howdy, Jaeger. How has your week been so far? Oh, okay, there you go. So that's how you do it, Shadow. I was going to ask what all these different companies do. We could probably get a JDM toe strap, actually. Okay, Spoderman. That's a big Spoderman. Dumb question. Why not the first through fourth wheels for trucks? Why the fifth wheel only? We are going to make Spoderman smaller, by the way, chat. Got to get his head properly in. Sure. That kind of coupling bracket thing. Am I right in saying that? Yeah, okay. I had no idea that was called the fifth wheel. There you go, things you learn. And just in case there's any confusion, we will put that on the back. Excellent, it stands out so well on our silver back. Another perfect car, chat. Well done, everyone. Thank you all for coming to my design TED Talk on what makes a good-looking car. Let's just take it for a bit of a spin, see if the handling's up to spec. Understeer the touch. We might be being followed, chat. The trouble is, I've realized now that you wrote that down, I didn't put any of those things in the car. I mean, I could understand not having the sway bars, but the diff doesn't affect anything PI-wise. That's inexcusable. So we're just going to duck home real quick. Get some sway bars and a diff on this bad boy. Okay, hopefully we can afford to put that in. Back out of the right category. Yep, no PI increase there. And none there either. One diff, please, sir. Excellent. We're all diffed and swayed up. Nope, speedo is not working still. Excellent. Hold on a second. Gonna move in a bit. How about that? I saw a video from a YouTuber I watch, AR12 Gaming. They were talking about a game that's coming out into early access at some point in the near future, which is kind of like a Need for Speed, but from like the PS1 era style graphics. But well, maybe I'm being a bit kind of disingenuous. It's probably closer to PS2 graphics. But it's got a very extensive customization for their not Nissan 240SXs and not Nissan GTRs and stuff like that. I'll try and find the video and share it around. But it looks like it could be quite good. Okay, we want to increase the stiff. I'd rather not. Yeah, you go. Ow. Sorry to disappoint. That's the case. Yeah, it's a little bit better. I might be actually over-rotating. A little bit, but not too much. I'm happy with that. Okay. I'm going to just get used to the car a little bit more because ads are about to turn up, unfortunately. And then once those are done, we'll jump into the trial. Ow. Yeah, and I feel that particularly if you're jumping between a lot of cars or driving a different car every week, you kind of need a race or two to get used to it in the first place. I think this works alright. It's got a little bit of oversteer, but it's not terribly bad oversteer. It doesn't over-rotate too much. Just kind of turns onto the line you want a bit earlier than it perhaps should do. That's going to affect the speed zone. Yeah, it does look good in the silver. It's kind of whitish. I mean, it's grey, you know. What am I talking about? It's a grey colour. It's kind of whitish, but it's not white enough that white still shows up on it.
You have arrived at your destination.
Alright, those ads are winding up. Let us start looking for a trial posse. Yeah, I feel like this is Mercedes' colour. Silver. I'm not sure what I'd say the other German brands, like Audi and BMW's colours are, but I think Mercedes is definitely a silver. What colour's your Merc, Shadow? Silver as well, perhaps? Obsidian Schwarz Metallic. And what colour is that in non-marketing speak? A black? Oh, just a metallic black? Yeah, okay. I was wondering if the Schwarz was anything in particular, but yeah, okay. Nice though. I'm normally not a huge fan of black cars, but that metallic kind of finish to it adds a little bit more interest to it, which is nice. Okay. I don't know if I'm that... Yeah, I mean, damn, that would be tight. I imagine that would also cost a bomb too, though. I've only ever driven white cars now that I think about it. Yeah, that too. You can't make it too kind of your vibe if you want to sell it on, because not everyone's going to share your kind of vibe.
You have arrived at your
I
destination.
saw a purple Corolla, I think it was, the other day. I always find it weird to... I was worried about this. My internet is playing up for some reason today. For some reason I'm able to stream fine. I don't know why that's the case. But the internet, not so much. Like, this is not so much, I should say. I don't know why purple is such a rare color. Because it is a pretty basic color in terms of shades of the rainbow. I mean, the other option, instead of getting a red flake in it, is you could try and get, like, red GT stripes or something. Thank you, Sergeant, by the way. Yeah. Are they normally older cars? Well, then again, the 2000 Beetle's not that old. But I think the 2000 Beetle definitely had a bigger emphasis on individual aesthetic and stuff like that. You should buy the Beetle and then do a LS swap on it. But you really don't see many of those Beetles around these days, now that I think about it. Alright, there you go. I didn't know that. Okay, but outside of those few examples, a big no-no for the Volkswagen Corporation, huh? Ah, fair enough. I mean, not everyone has to be, right? I mean, I can't think of a car company that I'm really a ride or die for, to be honest, so... Not even any of the Australian ones like Holden or Ford when they were around. There's Spoderman. Having Spoderman on the bonnet does really make it easy to find the car you're looking for. Pro tip for all those watching in chat. If you're finding it hard to find the car, consider putting Spoderman on the bonnet. Yeah. I even quite like some of the more modern ones. I'd love a 2008 Monaro, to be honest. with the. But you guys kind of got it as the Vauxhall VXR, I think it was, or VRX or something like that. So yours had a bit more frilly stuff, a bit more vents and what have you. I mean, part of the reason why I love that car is because it's that was one of the old posters in my room back in the day. Picked it up from the Sydney Motor Show. Excuse me. One of my friends through church, actually now that we're talking about Holdens, has a Holden Commodore SS wagon. One of the more recent ones, a VE or VF, I can't remember. Very nice car. Yeah, just gonna make sure with the Maloo is to keep a few sandbags in the tray. Specifically at the back of the tray, just to add a bit of weight over the rear wheels. Apparently that was the old tradie special. Keep a few sandbags or bags of cement in the back just to weigh her down a bit. But thinking about it, the Maloo is like from a different world where a performance ute wasn't meant to be some sort of off-road, monster to take on the Wrangler or whatever. They were meant to be on-road fast, like the Ford Lightning from back in the day and all that in America and all that stuff. But now it's all Ford Ranger Raptors and stuff. It's an interesting change. It's all about off-road ability. Even though I imagine very few of them actually go off the beaten track. One of the last Australian engineered cars, the Ranger. So I'm a little bit proud to see those guys on the road. No, we don't have a V8 either. We get a straight 4. Maybe a twin turbo straight 4 or a V6 turbo diesel again. I don't know if anyone gets a V8. Maybe the States might, but we don't down here. First place? That is strange. Not going to complain, but uncommon. So I think if I had a need for the like if I was in one of the ute occupations, like I was a carpenter or a brickie or a plumber or whatever, I think I'd be much more inclined to try and pick up a van of some sort. Be it one of the small ones based off of a hatchback, or like one of the dedicated vans. I think I just like the fact that it's all enclosed, you know? Yeah, Ford Transit, absolutely. Iconic. I feel like the Ford Transit, at least for those in the know, is really up there with the Mini Cooper in terms of like English motoring. Bruv. It's actually quite nice. Isn't that an English rite of passage, being tailgated by a transit? Yeah. Do they still make the transit? I could have sworn I read somewhere a few years ago that they'd stopped doing it, but I also can't remember. That is a real shame that they've done that now. Do they still make the transit? Good. Okay. Phew, crisis averted. Because I do like the transit. I think the more modern ones actually look quite snazzy, to be honest. Speaking of a Ford Transit, man. Sorry. Yeah, I guess it makes sense. I guess they're angling more for the inner city market, which is where I could see the electric one really taking off. Of course, the best thing about the electric one is you won't even hear them come up to you to start tailgating you. They'll just appear in your rearview mirror. This is a really nice handling car, actually. We have done well with that car. I'm going to take that online later tonight. Also, while we're on the subject of vans, I do not like what they've done to the Toyota Hiace. I feel like they've murdered my boy. I miss the one where your knees were basically the front of the car. I don't like that it now has a little bit of a bonnet. Nice. My only experience with the Hiace is hiring them from the local hardware store to use them to move house. But I was always impressed that they had, in the rear mirror, they had a camera, or a camera display in it to show you what was behind you when you put in reverse. I thought that was very impressive. Lots of rally stuff. C600 Classic Rally. I don't think I've ever driven a car with a... Oh, have I? Did the Toyota Hiace have a column gearbox? It may have. I can't remember. Classic Rally. C600. Alright, Mr. Volvo. You're coming with me. Is that the one that Richard Hammond picked for that van challenge? Yeah. Again, that's another... I like that car as well. I like it because of those exact reasons. It is so small, but you can fit so much in it. It's a real kind of I don't know, middle finger to all the people with
In 100 meters.
Ford F-150s and stuff, because they need to move a couple of bags of, I don't know, fertilizer or whatever. Like, no, you don't actually need a car that big.
In 400 meters. Turn left. Turn left.
Now, are you rear-wheel drive? You oversteer like you are. Not complaining either way, just wanting to know what I'm in for. Yeah, and I think I would argue that the pickup version is even more adorable than the van version. Just because it looks like it's got that large, like a puppy. It's got like an oversized head for its body. Because of just the sheer size of the cabin compared to the tray.
In 400
There you
meters.
go.
Turn right.
I'm equally as surprised that you had milkmen, to be honest. But I guess you do live in a kind of
Turn
country
right.
England, so... rural England, I should say. So that kind of makes sense. Okay, C600. There you go. It is rear-wheel drive, okay. This could be a bit dicey. We get race compounds. Let's do that. Yeah, I feel like I recognize that one too. Gotta get the mud flaps going on, guys. Interesting. We'll just leave it like that for now. We've got the flaps on it. She'll be right. We just need to paint it in the Finnish national flag, I think. So we're gonna go white. Well, I was thinking Sweden, but I feel like this screams more like a 16-year-old in Finland. Did you get a double fart then? What happened there? Why did we get a double fart? I have double sound alerts. Okay, well, maybe that'll fix it. Okay, so we've got that. Or do we go Sweden? Or we could go Norway. I mean, let's not forget Norway. Yeah, something they trash on the back roads, right? Okay. Sorry, I meant to press that button. So what I'm going to do is just put a blue stripe. It was still doubled. Did I turn that off? Where is that coming from? Got to investigate the mystery of the double fart, chat. Commander Zhao and the mystery of the double reverb fart. One of Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's best. No doubt. I think what I'll do is I'll turn that one off. Alright, thank you, Wolf. Give me 1 second, and then weapons free on the reverb. But we're still editing. Yeah, but they should all be turned off now. Where is it? Like, that's closed. Move that. What if you play it again, if you can, Wolf? Let's see if we just get it once. I can't remember how long the cooldown is, so just whenever you're ready. What else? I don't know why we'd be hearing it twice. Anyway, it is what it is. No sound now. Okay, good. That means that I've turned them all off. Okay. At least we've now reset it to nothing. That's progress. So now, if I turn that one back on... Yep, okay. I'm going to assume that we are back in business, and hopefully only singular flash. Finals. Hey, just the one. I think it's, yeah, that's the finished blue. Okay. Bit of a treasure hunt. Yes, thank you for your help there, Wolf. Stream's still a little bit more scuffed than I'd like it to be. But I'm going to blame my internet. It's been playing up recently. What's going on here? Doesn't look quite right, does it? No, that doesn't look right, but it's better than it was before. And now we need to go sideways. Nope. Haste. And we rotate. Yeah, we'll put it behind the door like that. Copy. Paste. Perfect. Okay, I just want to check before we call it done. What does... Oh wait, hold on. Swap the keyboard back over. Finland, get us. Nothing because of my internet. Okay, well, we're just going with this then. That's fine too. Yeah, it's... I feel like, particularly when you're moving from, say, the top to the front, things just don't line up even though they're both exactly in the center. Yeah, the double knock-wolf would have been rough. Alright, let's take this Finnish lad's car on the road. Okay, Okay, just breaking it in like any Finnish lad would. Alright, we're good. Oh yeah, that would be really rough with all its angles and stuff. Okay, where are we going? Up the mountain. Yeah, it's not fast, but once the turbo kicks in at about 3,500 revs, it really gets going. It starts screaming. Oh, I've got to finish the Finnish flag. Forgot to finish the Finnish flag at the back of the car. Oh well. No, you ain't. I still remember the almost cardiac arrest you went into, Wolf, when you got X-Class from Sergeant.
In 400 meters, turn right.
Well, and as you both know, I'm not into very quick cars. I look for Goldilocks cars. B to S1. Gotta keep the boost up.
In 400 meters, turn right.
I just find, I don't know, maybe I'm getting old, but I just find everything comes at me so quickly in the higher... No, sorry, nothing of note, just me driving up the hill. I just find everything comes at me so quickly at S2 and above. S1 is just slow enough, but I feel everything comes at me so quickly in S2. It's just like, I don't have any time to kind of process it, it's just reacting. I mean, the other thing is, when you actually look at the speedometer, this is ridiculously fast. For the conditions we're driving in. I would not be anywhere near confident enough to be driving 100 kilometers an hour along this. I think maybe it's my upbringing in the world of strategy games. I'm just not that big on the kind of Call of Duty reaction kind of gameplay stuff. Then again, I was really big into Titanfall 2 for a while, so I don't know. Did you take it on the dirt side or the asphalt side? Damn. I first encountered COD when I was probably 10. And that's because my brother and I had picked up a demo disc when they used to buy PC magazine at the news agency, and then I'd buy it primarily for the demo disc. And it had a demo of Call of Duty 1. The level where you parachute in and take, I don't know, Carentan maybe? So some town of some sort. I can't remember what it was called. That's also about the same time that my brother and I had our first exposure to Halo 1. We got the PC demo on a demo disc, and it had the best level as the demo, the Silent Cartographer, and we played that a lot because it was good fun. The GTR 20. I'll be interested to see how much money you get for it. Tell you what, this car is not necessarily quick. It's really making the trip up the mountain feel quite long. What's Vigor again? I recognize the name, but I can't place it. Thank you, Sergeant.
In 400 meters, turn left.
Oh, that's right. It's the slightly more intense Rust
Turn left.
game. Yeah. Where it's got so many different kind of stats and requirements you need to keep track of. Yeah, I remember that now.
You have arrived at your destination.
DayZ really made a whole genre of games. A kind of survival game stuff. Well, it's better than being a bit too bad, I guess. Okay, let's see what this Volvo can do. I was worried it might be like this. We're keeping up with the pack at least. Okay, it's not terrible. Yeah, I haven't tried it myself, but I'm very impressed with what they did with No Man's Sky in terms of turning it around. After they really messed up the launch. So I'll give them huge props for that. Just sticking with it when they could have just walked away. Slightly gaining on them. Really slightly. Brother Volvo. got it. I think out of all of the disciplines of racing, rally racing is probably the scariest one. Like, I don't think I could be brave enough to be a, 15-year-old Finn flying down a narrow tree-lined dirt road. It'd be terrifying. I'd just be too scared I'd end up wrapped around a tree. Oh, there was 3 Volvos in that race. There you go. Rallycross is the kind of wreckfest racing where it's part asphalt, part dirt, right? Yeah, mixed surface. Alright, cool. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, I often wonder if I should, not like rallycross stuff, but just go-karting, for example. But I've got this weird, like, I don't know, fear that'll just kind of reveal that actually I don't know what I'm doing as much as I thought I did. I take it you've done Rallycross, Shadow, from your statements? Yeah, it would be great to kind of do the kind of, what's it called? The Gambler Rally or whatever it is? Spend $500 on a car and take it to an event. Yeah. Do you have to roll cage them though? Like, do you have to do anything to make them race allowed, I guess would be the word? Yeah, okay. It would be great fun. Yeah, we can take that a lot better than that. Let's do any Finns watching crowd. Sounds like a good choice. 3-door or 5-door? Yeah, nice. I imagine the Saxo is no longer with us. Did it survive the racing at least? Ooh, just got that tail. Oof. Were you revving it too hard? Is that it? Chasing the red line too much? Yeah, that probably isn't going to help. if you're going to blow the engine, you don't want to spend so much money on it, right? We're barely over halfway through this race. It feels like we've been doing it for a while. Yeah, I was going to ask, that's pretty good. Pretty good. I mean, I imagine it had millions of miles on it, but just the fact you can buy a working car for 400 quid is very impressive. So what happened to her? Did you sell her to the scrapper or something? Or what? Do we know what they do with those cubes? Like, do they melt them down into metal? Or are they just kind of cubed to make them smaller so you can fit more cubes in that space? Yeah, that's how you get companion cubes from Portal. You go to the scrapper, take your Citroen Saxon with the blown engine down to the scrapper, and one thing leads to another. I'd almost be tempted, if I was ever going to do it, to take like all of the tail lights and what have you, like as much of the car off. Not for weight, but to just kind of not break it, you know? Yeah, that's what I mean. Try and save them so someone that actually wants to use their car more permanently has those parts if they need them.
Turn right.
Like as we discussed in an earlier stream, I'm impressed that there are still Saabs on the road, given that, you know, they stopped making spare parts 15 years ago, or however long ago. Like, obviously there's some that are, like I imagine pieces for the engine are not impossible to come by, because they're probably a relatively standard GM engine, but like the headlight cluster or just the front or rear bumpers, stuff like that.
Turn right.
Yeah.
You have arrived at your destination.
We've had a big day, Wolf, so don't you worry too much. Anyone got big plans for the weekend? I'll probably not be staying to, we woke up at 3, damn. I won't be staying up too late tonight because I've got to help my brother move tomorrow morning. And that means starting at 8:30 I'm probably going to leave the house at, which is a little bit earlier than I would like on a Saturday morning. It also means annoyingly I can't work on channel point redeems tomorrow, or at least for a majority of tomorrow. I get that, but I do feel like I need to do something with it, so it's not just... Currently the only redeem I've got that I've made is the Forza PI one, which is popular with at least one person. But I'd like to add some other ones that, you know, give people some incentive to use the channel points they've got. Thank you, Sergeant. Yeah, you both have. And I need to try and think of something to part you with your well-earned channel points. Yeah, I don't want to just kind of rush anything out. There's a few basic ones I want to put in, like a very cheap high redeem or something. Just so if someone is just joining in the stream, they can, you know, say howdy. When I finally get around to entering the third dimension and getting a 3D kind of VTuber setup, I'd want to do one of those scan redeem things as well. Maybe like things that you pay, you know, however much, and it presses the Y button on the controller, so it rewinds me in Forza Horizon, for example. Or it presses the A key so it activates the handbrake or something. That is a cool Mini Cooper skin. I didn't notice that before. With Snoopy flying on it, very cool. Oh, look at me just going hard. A loser? I honestly don't know. But I've got like hundreds of thousands of channel points and some things. His little PogChamp. Okay. Well, thank you very much for adding me as a friend, Shadow. S1 Hoonigan. Do we have an S1 Hoonigan?
Who likes good news, everyone? Then good news, everyone!
Welcome on in, 1991_gamer! Exclamation mark. I'm assuming that was part of your name. Nope, that was part of my message. My mistake. Welcome on in. I'm glad you like what you see. Now let's try and find a Hoonigan car that fits. Okay, so there's plenty of Hoonigan cars. But this one needs to be off-road, doesn't it? Yup. Okay. So we're gonna go to the garage. Might as well go to this garage. Actually, this one's slightly closer. Let's go to this garage. You're saying Hoonigan Ford Focus 91?
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
I was tempted to go for the Ford Focus. It does make the most sense in terms of off-road car. And again, I could take the escort Cosworth. He was referring to the cars, 91. Shadow's a respectful fox. Sometimes the gods of RNG be like that, Wolf. Sometimes just get unlucky. Okay, so I guess we just got whatever springs we've already got in it. I don't know about that. Maybe this isn't the good one. Maybe we should go for the focus like suggested. There's not many upgrades options. Oh, there's even fewer here. So we can at least get the off-road tires. Or we can go rally tires. Yeah, let's go rally tires. It's not a huge penalty. Let's get some less unattractive rims. They'll do nicely. 17 is fine. Seven-speed transmission. A off-road diff. No, I think it'd be unwise to go in with drift suspension. Deal with that.
Turn around when it is safe to do so. In 100 meters, turn right.
Monster Energy presents
400 meters, turn left.
Commander Zhao doing these rally races.
Turn left. In 200 meters, turn right. Turn right. In 400 meters, you will arrive at your destination.
I have never had Monster. I'm not really a huge energy drink person. They just don't smell nice, to be honest. At least the ones that I've encountered. Yeah, we probably don't need that much gear headroom. Yeah, I'll just leave it like that.
You have arrived at your destination.
Certainly corrode a ship. Like, I don't even like coffee that much. And by that much, I don't drink it. I just get my sugar from traditional sources. You know, candy bars and stuff like that. That's how I stay awake. I can't say it's any healthier, but it is what it is. I feel like energy drinks mixed with vodka is kind of a staple of the club/bar scene. Yep. That Porsche. Oh, there you go. I didn't know they did a Hoonigan made a Porsche car. Sorry for the ads, chat. I probably should have hit snooze. Now to think about it. Any consolation, you won't think too much. Oh. Well, that one doesn't, but the other one said Hoonigan on the back. I've grown to like that Porsche a lot more, that 911. I quite like its its wide hips, as unbecoming as that is. I think the more recent Porsches, the 997 911s, have really kind of done a number on me when it comes to appreciating the 911's design, I guess, ethos. My favorite snack. What is my favorite snack? That is a very good question. Ow. Favorite snack, favorite snack, favorite snack. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Because out of all of the Hoonigan cars, that one is definitely my preferred one, I think. Just because it looks the most natural, at least from the back. So I might have a look at that after this. Definitely got plenty of perk points, but I just don't use them. Favorite snack, favorite snack, favorite snack. My favorite chip flavor is salt and vinegar. So that's, like, out of the normal ones, it's salt and vinegar. I really don't know. I don't know if I can narrow it down. I think for the best answer I can give is something sweet. I've got very much a sweet tooth. I really don't know. I can't place it. There's no... Sour, okay, interesting. We do get cheese and onion, I think we do. Or we used to, at least. I don't know if it's as common nowadays. I take it that's your go-to, Shadow? I went through a little bit where I was quite partial to cheese and onion there.
Chew up the dirt. It was alright in a blizzard too.
Alright, change car. Porsche. Paprika Pringles. I didn't know they made those. Then again, since I've been gluten-free, I've kind of fallen out of keeping up with those kind of things, to be honest. Oh yeah, I quite like that, the 911 reimagined by a singer. The tail lights in particular look gorgeous. 95911 GT2. Down view.
Out.
Interesting. I think I'd probably be the opposite. Cars. Car mastery. There she is. Okay, we got the car. Thank you for that hot tip, Shadow. Let's go find a garage. I'm very partial to a bag of chips. So, to the point where I can't really, not bag of chips, to chocolate. The point where I can't really have it in the house. Because I'll just demolish it. Oh. Where is the next event? Over there. Okay, look, we'll just go here. This is close. Close by.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
No, I don't. Oh, I feel like I have seen them in the supermarket. I've never had one though.
In 200 meters, turn left.
I'm definitely, out of the two, I'm definitely more of a Smarties man than a M&M's man. Really, that's interesting, because that's... Many would argue, Shadow, that white chocolate is the least chocolate of chocolate.
Turn right.
Because it's got the least cocoa in it. At least as far as I know.
400 meters, turn left.
I guess that makes sense though, because you're not a fan of chocolate, so it would be the least chocolate-like
Turn
chocolate.
left.
Ah, classic. The old Milky Bar kid.
You have arrived at your destination.
I don't know if you had him up there, but there was a whole ad campaign for in Australia, the Milky Bar kid. Get some dirt tires on this. Okay, good. Classic. Excellent, we've got rally suspension. Perfect. Ah, interesting. They've supposedly done something similar here with betting ads. I don't feel like it works super well. At least, I think they've banned them outside of, or inside of children kind of programming hours. Until 8:30. All of our sports, it's just gambling. I wonder if we should be thinking about... Well, first say different tires, because that looks sick. Should we be thinking about all-wheel driving this car? I feel like we should. Yeah. The ads are back again. Difference between the flat... Why is that 4 points higher? Yeah. No, I'll need to do that in the tuning. Because I just put rally suspension on it. But it's clearly a bit lower than normal. Just trying to figure out if I want to do all-wheel drive or not. Oh, look, let's stick without. See if we live to regret it. Rally diff. And we'll jump into the tuning menu before we leave the garage. No, that's maximum height. Cool. That's not at all awkward. Luckily, for whatever reason, I'm not a big... Yeah, right? I'm not a big sports watcher. I watch the national teams play, like the Wallabies or whatever, but outside of that, I really don't particularly care for like the local Sydney teams or whatever.
Turn left. Turn left.
I maybe watch some of the Olympics, but normally not so much.
In 400 meters, turn right.
That must be very awkward for you as an Englishman.
Turn right.
Yeah. I mean, it's basically the new state religion. I mean, there's people here that will actively watch the Premier League live.
In 400 meters, turn right. Turn right.
Yeah. I feel like cricket is a bit of a dying sport, to be honest. Like in terms of the traditional test matches and what have you. The multi-day affair. Golf, really? I can get behind you on semi-truck racing, not so much on golf though, sorry. It just seems excruciatingly dull. Really? Okay. I've only really played mini golf. So, like 20 years ago, during the school holidays or whatever, my mother enrolled my brother and I in the golf course down the road. They had a kind of school camp thing going on, so every afternoon for a week you'd go over and
Turn sharp right.
learn the kind of golf 101. I don't remember much. I remember that the follow-through is very important. And I vividly remember seeing a kid hit the tee in such a way that
In 400 meters,
it was excavated
turn
from
right.
underneath. So it was like on an island of turf with the tee and then the golf ball on top. And I remember seeing that just flying gracefully through the air after he hit it. We were better as landscapers than we were as golfers, if I'm honest.
In 400 meters, turn left. Turn left.
Yeah, I've heard that there can be a lot of kind of
400
elitism
meters. Turn left.
in them, but I've never really tried to make entry to one since I've left school.
Turn left.
Yeah.
You have arrived at your destination.
It's definitely I don't know, I feel like it's going to be a dying sport in terms of having golf courses around the place. Like I can see that as there's increased demand for housing in areas, there's just not going to be the acceptance that we have an enormous, hectare of land dedicated to a couple of blokes. Get out of here, you mystery machine looking thing. It is a cool paint job, but go and get. I played it last night in GTA 4, but I never understand, particularly in England, your guys' obsessions with like televised snooker or darts. I find that very weird. I don't know why. I feel like it's almost like an old version of an esports, like televising an esports competition. Oh, I mean, clearly you're not alone. It's on national television, and the venues, at least in the crowd shots, are always packed, so they're doing something right. I find it funny just how what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of plebeian and unathletic a lot of the athletes, I guess you call them, are. I mean, that's just because you don't need to be able to lift anything heavy or run particularly far to play snooker or darts. Well, yeah. I mean, that's the image you get, though. I feel like when you think of someone playing darts or snooker. Isn't great, but it's not as bad as I thought it would be. Interesting, okay. That is very exotic, Shadow. I mean, outside of the fact that I don't know where I'd go to watch it, I've never even thought of watching it. WWE style wrestling, or something a bit less dramatic? Yeah, oh that's right, they changed their name, didn't they? Or is AEW a different thing from WWE? At the very least, their sister brand. I feel like down here, at least, there's definitely, or at least there was maybe 5 years ago, a big push around kids' TV programming to include the WWE from the channel that it was running on, not from like government or something. It's just a little bit weird, to be honest. My only exposure to the WWE is, yeah, I think you're right. They figured out that's where the money is. The toys and the kids merch stuff. My only exposure to like WWE, as far as I can tell, is the games, basically, and more specifically, watching people play the games, and not for like for serious, but for comedy. Wow. Okay. Barbed wire. Damn. One last race of this championship. It is over here. On a tangentially related note, one thing I was really bummed about is, like, how long? Maybe a year or two after I left my school, they introduced fencing as a sport we could do. I went to a school where you had to do a sport on Saturday mornings. That was just part of the experience. And I think I would have liked to do fencing. That could have been sick. I can't say I'd be very good at it necessarily, but it'd be nice to learn a little bit of swordplay. I mean, then again, shooting was offered as well, and I didn't do that, so... That could have also been cool. And I'm always worried about shooting myself.
400 meters.
Not necessarily through, like... And not like I'm, you know... having to worry about that every day.
Turn left.
But I do feel that I get the call of the void kind of thing. Where it's like, well, you could look down the barrel.
In 400 meters, turn right.
I've only shot once. I shot, I don't know,
Turn right.
10, 15 rounds through a pistol when my family went to Las Vegas. Cool. Very cool.
In 400 meters, you will arrive at your destination.
There is with a break open shotgun.
You have arrived at your
There is something
destination.
very elegant about a break open shotgun. Particularly an over-under shotgun, if that's what you were using. Oh, that's the other weird thing. I quite enjoy learning or understanding guns, but I would never own one myself, I don't think. Unless I like absolutely had to. Oh. Bit of a rotation there. buddy. Tell you what, rear-wheel drive is not conducive to checking chat very often. Because it takes a little bit more concentration on a dirt road than an all-wheel drive car does. Is this a new circuit? I don't remember racing on this circuit, like, ever. I'll admit I don't do that many rally races, but I do not remember this circuit at all. I'm more used to the one that ends underneath the bridge. Kind of follows a similar route but with more dirt. Yeah, that sounds like a possibility. Oh, maybe. Maybe I'm thinking of the road one. I just haven't driven the dirt one forever. Because like you say, if it's been here since the beginning, I must have driven it at some point. Because I've got, you know, a couple of hours in this game. Yeah. Well, I mean, we don't have to wait too long before we get a whole new map. Yeah, we gotta try and overtake Tweedledum, Tweedledee, and Tweedle Focus. Yeah, that didn't work quite as well as I was hoping that bit. I was thinking of the Three Stooges, but I can't remember their name now. This is a disaster. Just pretend I never said anything. Welcome on in, chat. Nice for you to be here. I think we do need to win. That's not gonna help. That well done. I'm not proud of that. But it got the result we were looking for. Yeah, there's just not a huge amount you can do with the car. Let's sell. And we unlocked the Audi S1. Yeah, I think that's kind of a an homage to the Hoonigan fellow, I imagine. That would have been in Festival Playlist? Where was it that I saw them all? Dirt racing, perhaps? Just a second ago, I swear to goodness. Evolving World, thank you. There you are. Okay, luckily, except for that, that's kind of neat. Luckily, there's nothing that I particularly want in there. I'm gonna get a drink just while this is happening, and then we'll head online and take the Evo out for a spin again. Just let me stretch the old legs. Good to see that rolling indicator of what I'm doing is working on the Be Right Back screen. I don't know what's happening to Stream Elements tonight, sorry. Horizon Online with B class. Go street, B class street. Jump in the Evo. Take it on the big online world. Well, at least we're connecting to servers again. That's a plus. Let's go. Oh, we just missed an event. I do really like how this car handles. He did a good job on it. I imagine there's not too many B-class drivers on tonight. Can't imagine it's the hotness, B-class racing. I reckon the hotness is probably A or S1. Thank you, Sergeant. $370Z is another nice car. I quite like the 350Z. Why did I say Z's there and Z for the other one? But I quite like the 350, 370 body shape. That kind of bulbous coupe look. It looks nice. Fair enough. Yeah, we'll keep driving that way. Oh, we're going this way, sorry.
Turn around
Take the next turn
when
off.
it is safe to do so.
I think it's the nostalgia from Underground 2 that is what puts me onto those cars.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Can't remember what I've done to my 370. I think it's probably an A+. Back on the off-ramp. I was just thinking, I don't know if I've actually seen a new Nissan Z on the road. I don't think I have. I've seen a 370 or 350 relatively recently, I think. Not a straight Z. I don't think that looked too bad, to be honest, the Z.
In 400 meters, turn right. Turn right.
There's a Honda Civic that parks near me in the garage of my complex. I saw, that was the last car I saw. That might be a bit cheaty. I mean, it's definitely not as nice as an R35, that's for sure. Dodge Charger, Honda Civic, and Lancer MR 06. Yeah, it is. I don't think we even got the Honda City Turbo down here, we just got the Honda City regular. It's naturally aspirated for us, thank you. Ah, bollocks. He pushed him right in front of me. Oh. Not as bad as that guy though. I'm just disappointed there wasn't a Honda Jazz Type R. Yeah, it would have made sense for your roads, wouldn't it? Get a Honda S600 or whatever, S800. The fact that this car in front of me doesn't seem to slow down when it hits other cars is interesting. Ah, the other fellow's left. AZ1, huh? I have never heard of that. I'll have to do some research after this. Thank you, kindly sir. So I suspect he wanted to try and make it a little bit closer than that. I think he didn't expect to get as little traction as he did off the sand. Look at that Spider-Man, so gorgeous.
Whoa! You brought an Evo to practice drifting in my street scene? What is this, a movie? Are we in a montage right now?
I have definitely started seeing, in the last maybe 5 to 10 years, there's been a lot more imported cars that I've seen around from Japan specifically. Like Nissans or Toyotas that you just don't recognize from the showroom floor. So there's definitely a bit of a import scene that's developed. And not for like high performance vehicles. Like those Nissan station wagon cars. Or the Toyota / Nissan people mover vans. Oh, for flip's sake. The Stagia, yes. That's what it was, thank you. I've seen quite a few of those on the road. Yeah, it's not a bad looking car. I think the only thing I'd be concerned about in terms of importing, because obviously like the engine and stuff doesn't matter where it is, it's going to be just for a Japanese mechanic to work on it as an Australian mechanic. You might just have to order some more parts internationally. I'd be more worried about things like the infotainment or that kind of stuff, having English translations. Or at least having a modular kind of 1 or 2 DIN head unit that you could remove and replace with an English version. Ideally, I wouldn't want my car to feel like it is an imported car. Oh, cut the corner a little bit too tight there, sir. Like I was looking to pick up a car at the end of last year. No, last year. 2 years ago. Not entirely certain why. I think it's because of we'd just come out of the lockdown in Sydney and I was tempted to trade in my car for something a bit newer. Either on a road or maybe something with a bit kind of paddock bashing capability. And so just, scrolling through the classified websites, and I came across a imported Honda Jazz hybrid, which was very interesting. But a lot of the interface was in kanji. So I was like, oh, well that's not as cool as I thought it was going to be. Yeah, they're still pretty common here too, even though we no longer get them, unfortunately. Honda Australia has decided that they don't want them anymore. It's a shame. My brother's got a 2016 Honda Jazz and it's a very cool car. I'm a little bit jealous. It's because of the magic rear seats that they've got. So they can fold up and you can put so much stuff in them. And they're quite compact as well. Yeah, it's just a nice little car. I also see a lot of Mitsubishi Delicas or Delcias around the place. They're quite common on Australian roads. I don't know if they were ever sold locally or if they're all kind of imports, but there's quite a few of them. Like, I don't see them every day, but I do see, you know, 1 or 2 a month. Which is quite a lot for a car that I don't think was sold in Australia. I mean, I think it's partly because the whole van life thing has definitely exploded. Particularly since COVID turned up. Come on, around the corner. There we go. And I mean, out of all of them, I'd probably be inclined to go for a Delcia, a Delica. I saw the other day a last generation Toyota Hiace 4-wheel drive that was slightly lifted, but it was clearly a van life kind of situation, a camping van thing, which I'd never seen before. Mitsubishi Space Wagoner. Don't know. If we did, it was before my interest in cars, so I don't think so. I imagine this is the van or whatever. I think we definitely have a Mitsubishi van. Like the one they're selling currently is a rebadged Renault or vice versa. Didn't it? Yeah, I mean, that would be a pretty choice. And if you're living in it like permanently, that would be the way to do it. Yeah, have the ramp at the back unfurl and you're just standing at the top of it, all suited up, ready to go. have it so that it's like those gags they have where the guy in the picture has the same pose as the guy in real life. You can have like a life-size image of your suit / persona on the rear door, so then when it lowers down, you can be in the same position, in the same pose. The other interesting thing is if you had the semi-trailer, you could also have like guest accommodation in the actual cabin if you got the right kind of truck. Wow, okay. That's the other thing. Are you thinking in your vision, are you thinking of having those kind of sides that pop out so it expands, or just have it in the space of a regular trailer and that's just all it lives in? Yeah, that's sensible, yeah. The other good thing about using a semi-trailer is there'd be a lot of room on the trailer roof for like solar panels to keep you charged and stuff like that. Keep the power running. Yeah, AC unit, of course. You have plenty of room to have like a house-style wall battery that you could keep running when the sun goes down. The other thing you should look at doing with your trailer that totally exists is having a ladder or something to the roof of it. So you could have like a upstairs deck. Sorry. For whatever reason, this has reminded me, back in year 3, we were reading a book. Yeah, I was gonna say, you could use like a car trailer or something. We were reading a book about, this is a year 3 book, obviously. This is what you'd call a chapter book, you know? You've graduated from non-chapters to chapters. And it was about a family of hippopotamuses taking their son to like the nationals, the swimming championship or whatever. And part of the homework we got was to draw what we thought the bus was, based off of the book, I guess. And everyone was presenting relatively standard drawings, and I had drawn some like 4-axle, 2-story with floor plans even. Super bus. Super caravan, sorry, super RV. Drive, really? This was basically, I don't know how I knew about them, but I based it on those, I can't remember the name for them, IMAT, maybe? American supply trucks, American Army supply truck, with the 2 front axles and 2 rear axles, and a somewhat angular cabin. And I based it off of that, basically. I don't know how I'd encountered it before. I mean, this was like when I was 8, so... I'm almost certain I don't have it anymore, the drawing. But I still distinctly remember it. And kind of noticing that everyone else hadn't done quite the same thing. I really got into designing vehicles proper in like year 6 through to year 8. That was like what I did through cars and stuff. I particularly wanted to make a car that was 4-door, like an S7 or A8 style thing, luxury sedan, but rear engine, and kind of like a sports luxury sedan. Oh, so do I. I've got the old art diaries or whatever they were that I would draw them in. Kind of like, now that I think about it, it wasn't, I don't think I'd seen it beforehand, but it was kind of like the Peugeot 908 concept car from, I don't know, 2008, which had a V12 diesel in the back. So many levels up. I've always had an overactive imagination. Okay, we're gonna race someone else. What is a car company? Let's start with that we haven't raced in a long while. We've never raced Eagle. Could do that. How do we do that? How do we race the Eagle? it was weird. I found that I was most productive in terms of drawing stuff when I was in class and bored. Like I needed something else to kind of keep my mind busy, kind of thing. Weird, but can't argue with the results. Design guitars, interesting. Okay, we got a bit more speed we could get out of you. Okay, yeah. Take this online, but first I just want to make sure we've got the settings, you know, set up. What does designing guitars look like, Shadow? Is it just like what color they are, or is it the shape of the, I don't know, the name of the thing below the neck of the guitar? Okay, interesting. Oh, of course, you gotta give him a model name. The car that I was talking about before, the 4-seater rear-engine Super GT, I had labelled for some reason the Radiar. A-R-A-D-I-R. In the tradition of any good car company, entirely made up. It does, and I don't know why. I had a thought of calling the car company Salamander, but I was never... Oh, that's right, they got a new update to the Oval. Let's go have a look at that quickly. Oh, and they've also got an event lab. Excuse the shaking earthquake behind us. Yeah, we'll go have a look at that via the Oval. I don't know, I never felt 100%
meters, turn right.
comfortable with calling it Salamander, but I also never really came up with a better idea. Ooh. Six stunt.
Turn around when it is safe to do so. 400 meters, turn left.
Yeah, I mean, same.
100 meters, turn right.
My greatest achievement in terms of car design was trying to I had no way to like visualize it in 3D, not easily at least. So what I did was I scanned in the image, like the pencil image, and in PowerPoint used custom like shapes, custom polygons to make the different elements, the bumper, the wheel arch, that kind of stuff. And I mean, this was PowerPoint 2003. It had a feature, I mean, it probably still does now, where you could do a gradient and position it in a certain way that wasn't always like left to right, up to down. And I used that to kind of create the lighting on the different elements. I unfortunately lost that file, but I was very proud when I did it. Yeah, absolutely. For me, that's that radio. Yeen! I'm doing well, thank you. It's Friday night. It's a little bit hot though, but that's partly my computer's fault. Yeah, I'm doing well. How are you, Mr. Yeen? I hope you are doing well yourself. Or at the very least, I hope you're looking forward to your weekend.
In 400 meters, turn left. In 200 meters, turn left.
Is that
Arrive at your destination.
the V12 twin turbo rocket ship? That you've told me about from Automation? Ah, look, we might as well take that one out for a spin. Nice, Mr. Yeen, nice. There's something so very nice about AC/DC. Quad turbo, thank you, sorry. How dare I disparage the ASF Krone MSFR. With its 10-litre quad turbo V12. That would be an absolute rocket ship. This is quite impressive. Ow. Got a kind of Jurassic Park vibe to it. Yeah, I imagine. Oh, bollocks. We're gonna need a few more beans on this one, chat. That is fantastic to hear, Mr. I was gonna say before I lost my train of thought, there's something so fantastic about the opening bars of A Long Way to the Top, where it's just the guitar strumming. Fantastic. Just a kind of visceral, a little bit dirty guitar. Fantastic. Now that is a very impressive structure you've done there, sir. Oh my goodness, look at those flower things. Those are very cool. Very cool indeed. Oh, they're just out of half pipes and stuff. That's sick. Okay, we need a few more beans for that one too. Got distracted looking at the sweet sculptures. That's better. One of these days I should actually try my hand at doing this. Like, this one is a really architecturally fascinating course. Like, I'm a big fan of concrete and timber coming together. This is kind of my jam. Oh, hey, didn't hit the wall. Don't speak too soon. Nope. Lovely. What the heck happened there? I feel like I rubber banded. I don't know what happened there. Yeah, or like Trackmania. Or GTA Stunt Races, if you've ever done that. Which, you know, gives Trackmania vibes. I really like this pyramid structure, that's very cool. This would look gorgeous at night if they lit up those structures correctly. Yeah, you're right, in front of the Louvre. Come on, get that turbo boost. It's got an interesting, particularly around this part of the track, like utopian sci-fi feeling to it. Cool course. Maybe not the smoothest one, but a nice environment. Yeah, I was thinking that when I saw that last kind of almost top of a building sticking out of the sand there. Had a little bit of a post-apocalyptic vibe to it. Civilization built on the ruins of the one before it kind of thing. Okay, let's find that... Nope. Find that eagle again. And let's take her online. Actually, you know what? Let's not. See what's in the event lab. Parametric day. Boss Rally custom rules. Noxe de Neon. Neon Knights. Don Joe One Song. That is a fellow whose name I recognize from YouTube. Let's have a look, Eagle. I don't watch him. I just recognize his name. That is a fairly impressive map he's put together. Very cool map. Getting real Tron vibes from this one. I feel like they've used something... Damn, the ray tracing looks good in that. I feel like they've used something similar, but I don't know if they've used this one exactly. Maybe. Hold on. This little bit does feel a little bit familiar. Now, but then it went further up, I think. Maybe this is like the neon version of the racetrack, perhaps? That looks so good on the car. Come on, get. That definitely. Maybe you're right, maybe this was a thing. I just messed us both up. Yeah. Looking forward to that. So what are we meant to do? My assumption is we go straight ahead. My assumption was correct. I mean, it's pretty impressive because he's just used the cargo container and nothing else, basically. Just to really great effect. Like these neon roads you drive over, very cool. This is also the highest GPU usage I've seen in Horizon 5 for a long time. Yeah, no, I can understand that. No, I don't. I was thinking when I was playing that previous one, I should do something like that on stream one day or something. Because I've never tried. I think I lied. I think I tried once in Horizon 4. Just playing around with like the checkpoints and stuff. Oh, gracious me. We're gonna rewind that. We found the prank 4 floor panel. Oh! Okay. I got a ghost bounce there. Oop. Oop. And I've got to go back further because I don't have enough forward momentum now. They can keep doing like ghost bounces. Or whatever you'd want to call it. Nice. Okay, let's not go into the shadow realm this time. Good. That's a very nice column. Try and line this up just so. Not as lined up as I would like it to be. It's still a pretty good looking scene. Go back to 0.5. Square it up a little bit. Take the shot. Oh, reset cosmetic damage, yes. Put it over there. We can safely edit that one out. It's over there. Oh, switch keyboard. Actually, what I'll do is I'll take the photo twice. And then put the logo in a different spot so you can just simply replace it. Put the logo, yeah, over there. And now I'm in the mood for some more photos. Straight up vibing as I get launched off the edge. What the hell has happened there? There we go. Gonna say I'm not sure that's quality, please. Quality sampling always. I don't know why you would ever want non-quality. Diamond bokeh, pentagon, hexagon, circle. Circle bokeh. $36. So ignore that. There's 6 minutes till the ad. I don't know why it desyncs. I mean, inappropriate language. I called it 36. Because I meant to call it 37. That's better. Let's finish this Revent lab off. Oof. Oh, there's 3 laps. I thought there was only 2. Oh, that's alright. At least the car sounds nice. There's something so nice and fruity about the older exhaust pipes. Yeah, I've always preferred that. Maybe it's the carburetor. But I've definitely preferred this engine note to a higher pitched Formula 1 note, and even to I mean, not to hand in my Australian card, but to a V8 as well. Yeah, I definitely associate this noise with the Jag. Or maybe more generally, just with English sports cars, like the MGs of the time as well. Yeah, I'll give that a like. Cool map. That would make a really good photo shoot location. Let's see what else they've got in the PG editor's choice. Work our way down. Let's have a look at the Mulgi outskirts. Yeah, it looks like we can use basically any car. Oh, actually maybe not. Got back in the Lancer. If I was to make it my own event lab thing, I think it'd probably be at least partially at night, just to make use of the sweet neon stuff they've got going on. And ideally, I'd like to make it a sprint race, I think. Yeah, I don't know why, but I definitely have for a while. Maybe it's just the simple fact that you're not driving past the same thing every, like, 3 times. Or maybe it's the kind of weird brain I have where it kind of makes sense that you're racing from one point to another and not just doing loops in a circle. Okay, so this is quite interesting. This is an actual, like, race courses individuals put together. Very cool. Oh, it's so smooth as well. That was not smooth. Luckily we've got 2 laps to catch up. I did your longest race actually a couple of months ago. I remember doing one of your event lab races and I remember it being quite long. I feel like I've liked sprint races since like Underground 2. I always preferred the sprint races to the circuits. I guess it particularly makes sense to do a sprint race when you're illegally racing. It doesn't make too much sense to just drive around in circles. Just to make it easier for the popo to catch you. Part of the track is not as smooth. But the transitions from flat to ramp are really smooth. Like it's almost like it was made from a native part that did that. Very impressive. That was a pretty good circuit, actually. Yeah, I'll give that a like too. Forest Rally. Custom rules. Technical pumping. Forest Rally. Don't want anything too fast. Ideally we want A class. You try the GPC4 Luso. Try that. It's an unconventional rally choice. Okay, I'm glad I got the four-wheel drive. Head to the pits before starting the stage. Is this the pits? Oh, there's a car health meter. Interesting. Okay, so this is the wrong way. Is this the right way? That looks like a starting point, right? Hold E-brake to start the event. Go. Come on. What are we doing? 2, 1. Oh, I jumped the start. Clever. Oh, maybe a bit too many beans. Okay, this is a pretty cool map. Like, it's a really impressive job they've done with this forest as well. Thank you, Sergeant. Car health is still at 100%. Very poggers. Oh, trying to. Oh, car health is at 29%. Yeah, it's a bit less eager to accelerate, unsurprisingly. We're going to be limping home. Suspension, body acceleration, tires, heat, damage. Okay, so it's done outside of the usual model. I think it just retards the acceleration when it applies the health. why that exploded. Not really. I'm gonna take another stab at this one. Means we're gonna head to the pits. To fix her up so we can get the acceleration back. Ah, clever, they use the halo noise, very nice. The halo shield regen noise. Much better start. Not confident enough to drift around these corners or anything. I'm just gonna have to slow down and accelerate. This is where we screwed up, wasn't it, along here? Yeah, it was on that, wasn't it? When we came out into the open, we were traveling a lot slower. Oh, now we've got to finish the stage at significantly reduced power. Did they decrease the power? Is that what they're doing? Yeah, there you go. I've only got 147 kilowatts. So they severely affect your power output. Okay, clever. Nope, we want to stay in full gear. We'll call it there for that one. That was a cool race though. Gonna give that bad boy a like. For sure. Highly recommend that one, chat. Still a few more in the editor's choice. Forest Rally we've done. Parametric Day. What is Parametric Day? Let's break out the Ascari again. Path around that really doesn't have much featuring. I basically remember it from a Top Gear video early in back in the late 2000s. Probably mid 2000s actually. Oh, that's underneath the track. No. Cool indeed. Somehow we didn't die. And these structures sit. Five laps, okay. That's a lot of laps. Could be a little bit smoother, that transition to the flat. This feels like a pod racer circuit or something. Or Trackmania level. Just so clean. Oh, nice. I don't know. I don't know. I do like it though, this map. Yes, I made the corner. Oh, I didn't make that though. Well, we almost lost the camera there. This is just a really pretty map. Feels a little bit like a Forerunner thing from Halo as well. That's a bit more curvilinear though instead of angular. No, it feels like a whole mess of things. We'll finish this off obviously. And then we'll have a look at the last event lab blueprint. And then we'll raid out after that. So I can get to bed a little bit earlier. Because of getting up at a relatively early hour to help my brother move. Not exactly how I would like to have spent a Saturday, but you know, I also wouldn't have liked to have done it on his own. That was a surprisingly difficult sentence to get out. Him to have done it, him to have had to have done it on his own. Ooh. Too many clauses in that sentence. Damn, that engine sounds nice. Another sick map. The PG editor has chosen some nice maps. An Ascari 123, lovely. A Tirana, lovely. Nope. Creative Hub. Grand Duna Raceway 2.0 Drift Comp. These are all just money. I'll have a look, see if I can actually do it. For those who have been here a while, may know or recall, not that great at drifting. What the hell, let's go to the AMC Gremlin. This looks pretty cool in profile. Good old stink missile, creator of the map. Oh wait, I gotta stop in the starting gate. Sorry. Is that the starting gate? I need to go up there. This is just a car park. As nice as it is, like, not just a car park, but it's not the starting gate. Is this the starting gate? I mean, I feel like you've got to at least have a map if you're requiring me to start somewhere that's not right in front of me. Wow, they got a pit area. Playing fat beats. I'm just hoping that I'll come across the starting grid gate by driving this backwards. I have no idea where I'm meant to be, like in terms of starting gates. Video game imitating real life. Zhao has no idea where he's meant to be. Okay, we're into the... Oh, that's the car park over there. But you said I was going the wrong way before. And I came this way. People these days. Well, we found it. Need to move forward a touch? This is for sure the starting gate, right? I think we're all agreed on that. Maybe I goofed it by driving through that checkpoint backwards. There we go. Okay, so it's a pretty cool system as it starts working. Just gotta get working first, unfortunately, that's the hard part. It was the wrong way sign that was throwing me off. Like when you drive straight out of there. I'll be the first to say that maybe the Gremlin was not the right choice. So that's okay. Because it was a green choice. Damn, that's good looking smoke. I know that's in no way related. Yeah, that's not going to help either. If this was at night with some more neon lights, would be sick. Run complete. Alright, well that was interesting. I think I'll give that a solid eh. And not rate it. But it was cool. Like the programming behind that system to calculate the score was cool. That's for sure. That's what I want. Exit to desktop. C. Okay, we are going to raid. Who are we going to raid? I'm glad you asked. I'm glad you asked, chat. I've always liked that about you. You're very observant. And ask the right questions at the right time. We are going to raid the Cypher Pup. They're currently playing Overwatch 2. They're another Australian streamer. I will see you in approximately 20 hours or so. We'll be finishing off Space Marine. We've got the last quarter or third of that game to play. No, probably quarter or fifth, actually. And then probably some more GTA 4 after that. So join me for that in about 20 hours. Until then, enjoy the end of your week and the start of the weekend. Let's say hi to DC.